Here's a video tutorial on how to create resin art using Craftor Fast Cure Resin. This is going to look a lot like an acrylic pour, but trust me, this isn't acrylic paint, it's sticky, gooey resin. I have a 12 by 12 cradle board there, and I've chosen a dark blue color for my background, and I'm going to speed it up here in a second. I have to move the resin around with a popsicle stick to get it to the edges and then take it over the edges so it doesn't pull back in. This whole process, I don't even know how long, took 10 minutes or something, just spinning around. And I have it on a spinning little cake stand like you use for blowouts or spins in acrylic pours, but that's just to be able to let me get to it easier for doing this type of stuff especially. Otherwise I'd just be sticking my hair into the resin. So there I kind of have to go over because the resin does start pulling into the center, so you want to have enough. I just used a resin calculator to see how much I needed for a flood coat, and it's always too much. But I've done a few where I didn't have enough on the base, so you want to make sure you have enough for your base coat. And just put it out there. Don't mind my Lone Ranger look there. 4 o'clock in the morning, that's what I look like doing this. And I'd wish I had another color, a different kind of blue, but I used the same blue there and a bright orangey red. And I'm just doing a tiny little puddle pour on top of each other. There's a lime green. There's going to be a white and then a metallic gold. And this does look almost like a bloom technique in acrylic paints, not a bloom technique in resin. I'm going to be using a hairdryer, a little mini hairdryer to blow this out. And you'll see here in a second. So I've got my things just puddle poured there. And I had to use when you do this in acrylic paint, you have to be very gentle because the paint is so thin. This resin is so thick, my little blow dryer there with the diffuser on the end was on high speed trying to get that resin to move. But I'm so tickled. I've been working on this type of stuff for close to a year now, trying to finish off pieces that didn't work so well, trying this in paint. I've never gotten the kind of cells like this in paint yet. This is also called a Dutch pour. Dutch pour in acrylic painting or somewhat of a bloom technique. But like I said, this is done in resin and these colors pop, and wait till you see when I zoom in on it to show you how many cells I got and all the gorgeous colors in the cells, colors upon colors. So I'm basically just doing the same thing again, putting the blue, doing a little puddle pour, the reddish orange, the green, the white, and the gold. And I guess you could change the colors up, but the white and the gold, white tends to create cells as it sinks through other colors, although the colors sync on each other and create cells. But I've got about 4 other paintings that I'm going to do, or paintings, resin art like this, that I did as a test with 4 different kinds of resin. This is supposedly only supposed to work with Fast Cure Resin, but I've gotten it to work with regular resin and medium viscosity resin as well. So I've gotten it to work with 4 different brands and 4 different kinds of resin. And there I'm just blowing out the quote bloom, the second one. And as you see, that other one shifted a little bit. It looks like a big blob when you're blowing it, but then it does close up a little bit on itself. And here I've taken my phone off the stand to go in for a close-up. Look at all those cells. I am so excited. It's like the colors just reacting with the colors, and I've learned you have to have the correct colors chosen. If you don't have the right colors, you're going to get mud, and using these colors definitely made it pop. There's the finished piece after it's dried, and Fast Cure, it was dry within 4 hours, but just showing you the little edges. I'm just so excited to try this with other colors and doing it on the board. This is a cradle board. It's just, the thing that I like too, sorry, again, I'm doing this late at night. I love how the resin is so shiny. Acrylic paint is not this shiny, not even with varnish on it. And it's great because you don't have to top coat this. It's pretty much a done piece. I have to finish the edges, of course. Haven't done that yet, but blew out the 2 little blooms, let it dry, and it's done. I'm just going to show you a little bit more here. I'm trying to turn the painting off axis so you can see the sparkle of that gold metallic powder. The light's catching it, but you kind of get the idea. It goes in between the cells and just sparkles and shines. I'm really so excited that this has finally worked out. I've got 6 paintings, resin art that I did like this, and I cannot wait to create more. Hope you like this little resin art showcase with the beautiful cells.